future. True man, I lead in, call me a leader.
So much energy here in the house tonight. We're at Brooklyn Hall. My name is Todd Grisham. Next to me, of course, is Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans, everybody around the world, the fighters. This is just one of those things.
Time for our tail of the tape. And introducing first, Jorge Linares, weighed in at 60.8 kilos with a reach of 175 centimeters. His height about the same, 173. And his opponent, it's Scott Quigg, 55 kilos on. And introducing first, El Nino de Oro, one of the greatest fighters in the history of Venezuela, who won his first world title back in 2007. Scott Quigg, this is one of those fighters that just won't back down, won't stop throwing punches.
You can hardly hear yourself speak. The fans are going mad for this.
And now for the official introductions. We turn it over to the world-renowned Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Barinas, Venezuela, a renowned three-division champion of the world, Jorge Linares. Fighting out of the blue.
What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. Many said this fight would never happen, and yet here it is, and here we go. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. Good-looking jab. A lot of pre-match drama. Who could forget what we saw yesterday at the weigh-in, fighting at the bit to get it on in this historic venue.
Todd, I love theatres. For all these reasons, you can hear everybody in the crowd. You can hear the punches. The punches actually echo. If you're that fighter coming in and you know you're in such an intense atmosphere, you know the pressure is going to be on.
How about that time counter shot? I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Swinging big and missing big with that hook. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? Counter punch. Nice counter shot. Miss with that jab. That counter shot lands. Let's talk about Linares in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them. Let's go out. And there's the bell to start round two. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
Nobody home with that hook. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
This fighter focuses on that outside game. You don't see them get hit too often. You don't see them in trouble a lot, but that's what their mantra is.
Todd, this is what it's all about. Hit and don't get hit. Jab, move, pop, slip. Use your footwork. Drive your opponent crazy.
And he misses with that jab. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Linares in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's the bell for round 3. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. There's a counter shot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Nice counter punch right up the middle. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. Well, Johnny, we're a couple rounds in. What are you seeing so far?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Linares in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
Hand jab, basics. Just get your rhythm back and then we go again.
Can't miss it. Great work. Stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight.
Be smart when you go out there. Just take the round off, win the round on your jab, and then breathe when you're stepping around. I need you to get back out there. I need you to win this.
Think about the defense on end and think about what you do. Good work.
Just box in. Be smart. Just get your shots off. Don't get
Shot at a time. Set him up, but you'll take him out. He's ready to go. He's absolute.
round that you've lost. Don't worry about it.
Otherwise, he'll see it and he'll ride it out. Go out there.
Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up as we get set to jump back in the action.
Just start sticking a few body shots in there. Vary it up a little bit so he can't figure you.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than that too.
They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Misses with the jab. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Linares in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
Get your mind back on the job.
Stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight. Don't give him up.
Worry about our round. Let's go out there and let's reset. Forget about that.
Again, don't change too much. Keep doing what you're doing. The gaps will appear. Relax now. I don't want you to load up. Don't be looking there for one shot at a time. Set him up, but you'll take him.
In this round, you had everything in the bag, and now you've let him back into it.
He's ready to go, but you've got to be smart. Otherwise, you'll see it and ride.
Got to take that confidence away. Go out in the first minute, stick him on the end of a jab.
That's working nice. Those 1-2s straight down the middle. You can't miss him.
Stop him in his tracks. Right, let's get out there.
Back into the fray here in round 5. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter shot. They exchange punches. The straight right just misses. Hey, it's the featherweight division. You're going to see a lot of speed in this fight.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Linares in that last round. He is down big time. On to the 6th round. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. The straight right just misses. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Those counter punches have to hurt. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
That left hook misses. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Linares in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
I need you to focus on what you do. Otherwise you'll see it and...
Here we go. It's round 7. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
The uber tough Scott Quigg can't take it anymore. It looked great live. How will it look again on slow motion replay?
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
The referee deems they can continue, but this might be a big mistake.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Need to turn this around halfway through.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Let's talk about Quigg in that last round. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath and thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
What are you doing? Come on, you're switching up. I need you.
Beautiful, that's it. Start sticking in a few body shots in there.
Get back out there.
And we enter the 8th round. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Both men step back for just a moment. The right hook misses. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through?
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out of there, because you think, What the hell am I gonna do now?
Big shot, and down goes El Nino de Oro. And look at that shot to the head, and there's no way they were gonna stand up to that one.
That's lights out right there.
One, two, three, four, five, hunting.
The referee says we will fight on. Not sure about this one.
The corner needs to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. You'd like to see more jabs. So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Let's talk about Linares in that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed.
You're being put down. You've got to think right.
There's the bell to start round 9. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
This fight has a real good flow to it. Punch, counter punch. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Good counter punching. Scott Quigg just got belted. Didn't wait long to get back in and get engaged.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
A perfect counter lands. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Linares in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
It's a tougher fight, and he's going to be confident.
We've made it to round 10. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? That jab won't score. The straight right just misses. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Don't
don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when he catch you.
You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Not out of the way of that right hook. Holding nothing back here in the round. Beautiful counter shot. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Linares in that last round. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
Dominance.
This is the 11th. We've entered the championship rounds. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Well done with that counter. So much bruising. Will the referee stop this fight? Wow, so the referee is not going to stop it, and the fight continues. This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations, and they throw them non-stop.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close rounds.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. A perfect counter shot. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Linares in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy. There's the bell for round 12. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Beautiful counter punch. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. A very competitive round here so far.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
That counter punch caught him clean. His stamina is off the charts. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. What a dominant performance, and it shows up on the judges' scorecards as a unanimous decision victory.
Unanimous. You know what? Smart. Smarts, that is. A total change of styles to make sure they got...